Christmas!
Christmas.
I had my pajama shirt on, and I thought, it's Christmas. And then I was looking at myself on the camera, and I thought, the neck looks, you know how stretched when you pull on stuff, how it can look stretched out.
Yeah.
All I can think about is that commercial where the guy and girl on the date, she's like, you look very comfortable.
When your V-neck becomes a U-neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I see that commercial, though, all I can think about, this is not appropriate for Christmas, but all I can think about is eunuch, like Game of Thrones. And I'm like, this is not a great commercial. Welcome to our McWorld.
I'm Mallory.
I'm Courtney. I have a festive pin today.
Ooh.
It says be merry. Because today we're talking Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Yick, is something crawling on me or what? I'm under attack. Maybe not. Keep your fingers crossed, guys.
Yeah, so today we're talking about our favorite Christmas movies. Trying to get festive.
Yes. So mostly we're going to focus on like non-TV Christmas movies. So I did put some Netflix movies on my list, but no Hallmark or Lifetime movies.
Yeah, it's a different beast, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are still really awesome, but I have a whole list of those too. So I know for one thing, which I guess this was on TV, but definitely a classic is Barney Waiting for Santa.
No doubt. That's my Christmas Eve tradition, one of them. I watch by myself because nobody else wants to watch it because everybody else is like, we're adults now and don't care. I'm going to watch it anyways.
Everybody else is a loser.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I sing the songs. I can pretty much quote the whole thing because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
But
It was a classic. I mean, obviously, when we were little, almost everybody watched and liked Barney and lied about it because that was also a popular thing to do. So, but Waiting for Santa was the bomb, and I just always loved it. And so, yeah, I'm going to start making that my tradition too now that I have it.
yeah, which I'm glad I have the digital copy because I'm afraid every year when I put that tape in the VHS player that it's going to like get stuck one of these days and not come back out.
It may come back out, but part of it may stay in the VCR, so.
Yeah, I tried to find it on DVD or digital once, and I either couldn't find it or it was very expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So.
That's how they get us 90s kids. I also put on, okay, I don't know if this is a Christmas movie or not. Jack Frost.
I think so. I did write that down also. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but I remember that I liked it.
Yeah,
I went to see it for my birthday.
You did?
I'm pretty sure one time. The year that it, the year it came out, obviously. We went to see it at the movies, but I think it was for my birthday. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that movie was so good. Had Robert Baratheon in it.
It was sad, right?
It was sad. And Batman. Batman was in it too. Batman and Robert Baratheon.
Batman and Robert.
What else could you want out of a film?
Yeah, I remember, I feel like, because he died, right? And then became the snowman.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
And then the snowman melted at the end again. Or like went away or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was sad. I also have on here The Holiday. That's a pretty cool movie. I remember liking it.
Hmm. I've seen that multiple times. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it. And another movie that I hadn't thought about in a while, I was actually looking at a couple lists, of course, of Christmas movies, but was Last Holiday with Queen Latifah.
Oh yeah, that's where
That
she
was,
thought she was dying, and
yeah, that was such a good movie.
hmm
I don't know why I forgot about it. Anyway, both of those were really cool, heartwarming rom-com type, sort of rom-com dramedy-ish.
yeah, the holidays. The probably the most emotional part was when she took the old man to the dinner thing because he didn't think anybody still cared about him, and so they went to the dinner thing and everybody was cheering for him, and I was like, they still love you.
I get you every time. What do you got on your list?
Somewhat similar, I have Love Actually, which
Yeah,
is, did you ever watch that?
no.
Well,
I do have it, I think. I think I have it.
yeah, it's really good. It's not a super happy holiday movie, but it's a pretty realistic holiday. So some things are good, some things are bad, and but
Yeah,
overall it's really good. Some parts are really funny, and then
I have
other
to
parts
watch.
are not.
Yeah, that's how I feel about. I've also got on my list The Family Stone, and that movie's definitely like that. But I loved that movie. I remember when we saw it, and then I had it on DVD, and it's the same way. It's like a dramedy for sure.
Yeah. Now I don't know if this is really considered. I sort of considered a Christmas movie is While You Were Sleeping. It takes place at Christmas, and they do celebrate Christmas in it. So that's why I considered it a Christmas movie. But I love that movie. I talked about it in our, well, actually, that video will not have come out before this one. So, spoiler alert, that's also one of my favorite movies. Just period. But I do consider it a Christmas movie or a
It was.
holiday movie.
It was on the list I found. Look, if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then anything is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen Die Hard. How do I know?
I also made a list, or I have a whole list on here of like classic Christmas movies that I've never seen that I thought I would mention,
Yeah,
and just for the sake of it. But
yeah, like Die Hard.
like Die Hard, for example, which we are planning to watch. Don't know if that video will come out before or after this one, but we were going to watch Die Hard as part of one of our flick or flop videos for the holidays. So hopefully we'll be able to do that and get it up too.
So if you haven't, regardless, if you're watching this now, there may be a flick or flop for you to watch about Die Hard, or it may be coming. Either way, to find out what we think, look for the flick or flop that also came out or comes out this month.
Round about this time.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm also, well, I guess this is sort of going back to TV movies. This was a TV movie. Also, my other Christmas Eve tradition I watch every year, and I have seen this movie more than most movies in my whole life, and that is To Grandmother's House We Go, which is a Mary Kate and Ashley movie that came out in the early 90s. And I'm pretty sure it was a made for TV movie at the time, or like straight to VHS type of thing. But I just love that movie. I don't know. Obviously, it's cheesy and ridiculous about these girls going on this adventure to their grandma's house, and they're like 5 years old. But I just really enjoy it, and so it's become that and Barney Waiting for Santa are my Christmas Eve. Have to watch them, even if it's by myself, because nobody else cares but me.
Hey, nostalgia, man.
Hmm.
It'll get you every time.
Especially at Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. I watch the same 2 movies every year, or I try to every year around Christmas time, just sometime. But I'll get to those later because I know those are my most favoritist ones. So I don't want to tell them too soon.
Save
The suspense. Yeah. I do like some of those, like the old claymation ones and the cartoon ones like Frosty and Rudolph,
it.
and
Mhm.
I like a lot of those. I have like a collection of them that's got so many of them in it. But I remember watching those as a kid, and I really, really liked those too, which a lot of times they still show those on TV, but those were all good too.
Yeah, I actually had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on my list because I used to watch it all the time. I
Yeah.
hadn't seen it in a while now, but I used to really like it. And
Yeah.
I also have the Charlie Brown Christmas,
Oh, yeah.
classic cartoon Christmas to kind of go along the same lines. And his little sad Christmas tree, but also it was great.
Yep. Christmas is what you make it.
Right.
Yes. So I put these 2 movies on my list, even though I don't really super remember them all the way, but I remember that I liked both of them, and I have them both on DVD. And that's Fred Claus and Four Christmases. Of course, the common thing being Vince Vaughn's in both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Vince Vaughn, and I did go through a little spell where I was going to try to see every single Vince Vaughn movie, but I haven't accomplished that yet. But um, that was kind of like when Vince Vaughn was super popular. It seemed like those 2 movies came out, but I remember both of them being funny and enjoying both of them.
Yeah, I remember them both being funny. I think I've only seen them both once, but I think I liked them when I did see them.
Yeah, same.
So more along the classic lines is A Christmas Carol, for which at this point they've made 1,000 times in 1,000 different ways. But it's just one. I've seen all different kinds of versions of it. So I don't know. I don't know which one's the best because I've seen so many. But I do, that's one that I also enjoy and I like the premise. And so usually if it comes on, or even if I see a new ridiculous version of it come on, I usually watch it.
The Mickey Mouse one is the best.
Yeah.
Mickey's Christmas Carol. Yeah, same with the Grinch. So the best Grinch, I do know though which Grinches are best. The very best one is the old one, the old cartoon one. That is the very best one. The second best one is the Jim Carrey live action one.
I've never
And
seen
then, well, it's very good. And then the Benedict Cumberbatch one, it's okay. It's not great, but the OG Grinch is the best Grinch.
Yeah. Actually, that's the only one I'm certain I've seen.
Yeah. I went to the movies last year or the year before, whatever year that new one, the Benedict Cumberbatch Grinch came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's okay, but the Jim Carrey Grinch is better of the new ones. But I like the Grinch.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if I'm supposed to, but
You can totally, as an adult, I've seen this on Pinterest or some, where it's talking about as an adult, I can really relate to the Grinch.
Yeah. To be fair, the Grinch didn't hate Christmas. He hated people, and that seems reasonable.
Right? Another kind of classic older movie that I had on the list is Miracle on 34th Street, which I used to watch more when I was a kid than I have in recent years. I don't even know the last time I watched it, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's just a classic Christmas movie, even if it's not, I don't know if it'd be at the top of my favorites, but it's still one worth mentioning, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that all the way through. Like, I know the premise and the plot, but I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through.
Hmm. A lot of these we probably need to like watch, even if we've seen them before, because it's been such a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the ones on my list, except for like the two I watch every year. I mean, most of the time I'll catch The Grinch because it's one of those that they replay and replay and replay on ABC Family. It's like that and Elf, I guess, play in a loop. Which Elf's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of Elf. I do feel like I need to rewatch it the whole thing because maybe I would like it better, because I think I've only really seen it like one time, and I know a lot of people think Elf is like the best Christmas movie ever. But yeah, it seems like Freeform just plays like Elf, the Grinch, Elf, the Grinch.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
From
Thoughts
what
on
I remember about it.
It's okay. Well, another one that I really need to rewatch is The Polar Express.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That was on my other list of Christmas movies I feel like I need to see.
Yeah, I remember it being like really good, but it's one of those that I guess is kind of heartwarming, but also kind of sad because the kid's lost his faith in Christmas or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you should watch it. I'll watch it with you. We can have a pajama party and watch Polar Express.
That seems legit.
Yes.
The last one, besides the two that I know you haven't mentioned, that I have on my list is Jingle All the Way, which is another I haven't seen in quite some time, but I remember thinking that it was thinking it was really funny back then, of Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to get the toy for his son, fighting all the moms.
Yeah, see, I think I may have seen, I just am not confident I've seen that movie all the way through. But yeah, it's like us on Black Friday.
Yeah, that's all I think of now. I remember watching that movie thinking these people are crazy, and then thinking, well, maybe not now.
Yeah. Yeah, now I do have another one on my list that I wanted to mention too, and that's The Christmas Chronicles. And that's the Netflix movie that we watched I guess it was a year or two ago, that had Kurt Russell in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a really good movie. I mean, I don't know why I say it like it, I was surprised. I mean, Netflix does make pretty good movies.
Yeah.
But it was good. Yeah. So then I'll mention this, the Santa Claus 2, and the only reason I'm mentioning that is because, the Santa Claus 2 is really good. The Santa Claus 3 is not good. But my favorite Christmas movie of all time is The Santa Claus, period. The first one is the best one. And then I do also really love Home Alone. So I do try to watch Home Alone and The Santa Claus every year. But The Santa Claus is definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I love the Santa Claus. It's in my top 5 for sure. I watch it. I do usually watch it every year when it comes on TV. Also, I was wrong. I do have one more on my list. I skipped over it when I was looking at my list earlier. And that is I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Oh, snap.
I try to watch that one. Maybe not every year, but I did watch it last year. I used to be in love with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. But it's such a funny movie.
I need to watch it.
Yeah, you do.
It's on Disney Plus, so I have no excuses now.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had a list of the classics.
Yeah, so other movies I just thought, which we have watched The Nightmare Before Christmas now, which we've sort of determined is kind of sort of Halloween, kind of sort of Christmas. I think of it after watching it, I think of it more as a Halloween movie. But we have since watched it. I don't know if it'd be a favorite Christmas movie. But
No, it's probably not really even a favorite Halloween movie.
it was
And
just okay.
yeah, it was fine. I don't know. I may want to rewatch it because there are certain movies that I feel like get better the more you watch them. So I'm wondering if that's one of them because, like, honestly, I didn't really like the Lego movie that good the first time I saw it. Like, I thought it was fine, but nothing to write home about. But the more I've seen it, it's like it gets better every time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll give it another shot, but wasn't that impressed the first go.
Yeah. Otherwise, besides the Polar Express and Die Hard, I have It's a Wonderful Life, which is another we really need to watch because I feel like it's one of the ultimate Christmas movies that people talk about. And I have seen people do that storyline in other, maybe, I don't know, movies, but definitely on TV. I've seen it done a bunch of times, but I've never actually seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. So, I agree. I've heard so many people say it's their favorite Christmas movie and all this stuff, and I just think, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I bet it's better than the Santa Claus. I'll just come straight out with it.
Along the same lines is White Christmas, which is another old Christmas movie that I just feel like needs to be watched.
Yeah.
And then some more along the funny lines of Bad Santa, and then the Bad Moms Christmas, which we haven't watched Bad Moms regular, but those are just some I've heard are really funny. And then Christmas Vacation, which is really popular. Also never seen that.
Yeah. Technically we did see part of Bad Moms at the gym, but it was really hard to pick up on the humor when you're reading the subtitles. But yeah, we definitely need to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I've seen parts of that, but I've never seen the whole movie. And then, yeah, those other two that you said, definitely we need to watch those two, White Christmas, and what was the other one?
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Yeah. Yeah, because I've never seen that either.
And then the last one I had is Gremlins.
Okay, now I have seen Gremlins, but I don't remember anything about it, and I am not. That's another one of those movies that I don't know if I'm gonna be convinced that's a Christmas movie, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, those are all movies where, well, some of them I just thought of, and then some when I was looking at lists of Christmas movies, they stood out to me as we need to watch those.
Yeah. Now, I do kind of like A Christmas Story. It's kind of one of those. I mean, obviously, it's pretty popular because it's on for 24 hours a day, but that's a pretty cool flick. That's one of those though to where I'm not convinced, even all these years later, that I've seen that movie from beginning to end. Now, I may have seen the whole thing, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, that you've sat down and watched it all at one time.
Yeah. Or that I've even seen every single part because I guess, you know the part so well, like getting the pink bunny costume and sticking their tongue to the pole, that I just thought of another great movie. Okay, anyway, that, you don't think about all the other stuff. But anyway, back to this. Here's another great movie, The Best Christmas Pageant Ever. I think that was a made-for-TV movie, but I love that movie, and moreover, I love the book. I read the book every single year for real, whether I watch the movie or not. But that's another good movie if you're not a book person.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that movie, but I have read the book.
And you made it into a play for your church.
I did. Everyone loved it. They thought it was funny. Did you break the Christmas pin?
Yes.
Whoops.
Oh, man.
Well, is it
Why
fake?
did they put those? Oh, well.
Well, maybe you'll get another one for Christmas.
I do have this pen.
Santa's.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I did also see one of the Batman movies is set at Christmas. I think Batman Returns. I saw that on a list of Christmas movies.
Is that the one with the penguin?
Yes.
I don't know why. I just feel like the penguin might have been around Christmas, but
Because it's Penguin.
yeah. But that's
Well,
all I had written down.
me too. So those are our favorite Christmas movies and some that we know we need to watch that will be on Flick or Flop episodes when we do watch them so that you can know what we think about them.
Mm-hmm. Let us know if there's any other Christmas movies we didn't mention at all that we definitely should watch.
Or if you have a favorite movie, if you agree with us and think that we're brilliant geniuses, put that in the comments too because, why not?
Right?
Give us a Christmas gift of praising our show in the comments and tell your friends about it.
Uh-huh. Like and subscribe.
Be merry, be bright, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, and Happy Holidays.
But my shirt for real though.
Yeah, you turning into a U-neck. But my V-neck, my black V-neck for real, it's turning into a U-neck. And I think about that every time I wear it because I'm like, is this thing half washed? How do I prevent it from looking like this?